Everybody makes mistakes. We all know that. The best thing that you can do is learn from mine. For those of you new here, hi, my name's Drew, I'm a voice actor, I'm a dungeon master. I make videos like this that you might find interesting or even useful. We've gone over the importance of Session Zero and the importance of communication, but following on from those, it's also good to take into consideration the amount of risk involved in your games. Now, what exactly do I mean by this? Well, in Session Zero, you should be talking to your players that are going to be playing in your game about the amount of risk to their player characters that is going to be involved throughout the campaign. How real do they want the stakes of this game to be? How dangerous is it going to be for their characters? How much plot armor are their characters really going to have for the game? The main reason that this is important to go over is because of the amount of attachment your players are probably going to have to the characters that they've made. On the flip side of this, it might be that they are willing to be put into all sorts of dangerous scenarios, and if their character doesn't survive through that, that's a risk that they're willing to take. So the level of risk that is involved in your game is very important to establish early on for your players. But also take into consideration, this might change throughout the course of the campaign. Now, what was the mistake that I made as a dungeon master? Well, I involved a certain amount of risk, but I always erred on the side of caution. My player characters are the main characters in the story that I've given them. Why would I want to kill them? But that wasn't always how the players felt. In certain scenarios, they were wanting more risk. They were wanting to be put in scenarios that would challenge them and not necessarily be an easy win, despite how cool it might feel in the moment for them to kill a big boss pretty easily. They wanted higher risk for higher rewards. They wanted risks that would reflect the gameplay, put them in challenging moments, even if that meant potentially dying in the process. And again, this is something that you should be constantly checking in with your players to make sure that you're at the right level of risk involvement for the campaign for their comfort levels. But what do you all think? Have you been put in risky scenarios for that you weren't prepared for? Or have you put in scenarios that you were prepared for high risk, but didn't play off? As always, don't forget to follow for more videos like this and check the link in my bio for where else you can follow and support me. And as always, until our next session, happy gaming.